What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Ray Talks Hoop. Today, we're going to talk about how the Toronto Raptors just got the steal of the 2020 NBA draft. So last night, I'm watching the Toronto Raptors versus the Charlotte Hornets game with my girlfriend, and I see Malachi Flynn just completely balling out. Now granted, my girlfriend doesn't watch NBA besides when I force her to watch it with me. So I casually asked her, I said, "How long do you think this guy right here," and I was pointing at Malachi Flynn, I said, "How long do you think this guy has been in the NBA?" And she said, "I don't know, how am I supposed to know?" And I was like, well, just look at how he's playing. Just based on how he's playing and how many points he has, how long do you think he's been in the NBA? And she said anywhere between 5 and 10 years. And although she was completely wrong, just based on the way Malachi Flynn is playing, I can see why she would say that he's been in the NBA for 5 years. Now granted, he doesn't look old enough to have been in the NBA for 10 years, but the dude has been playing like an absolute beast so far in the NBA preseason. So after the game, I go on social media just to see the coverage that this dude is getting. This dude has balled out in his only 2 NBA games, and keep in mind, he was the 29th overall pick. So I was expecting ESPN, Sports Center, all those pages to be talking about Malachi Flynn. But instead, who is everybody talking about? So after that, I said, you know what? This is ridiculous. If ESPN isn't going to talk about Malachi Flynn, if Sports Center doesn't want to give him the attention he deserves, Ray Talks Hoop is going to do him justice. And don't get me wrong, LaMelo Ball did have a good game. In only 20 minutes of play, LaMelo put up 12 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. So for a guy in his second NBA game to be doing all of that in 20 minutes, that is also very good. But the fact that LaMelo is getting more media coverage than Malachi Flynn, a guy who in 20 minutes put up 17 points and 3 assists, and he's outplayed LaMelo in both matchups, come on. I get it, LaMelo Ball drives the ratings up. I completely understand that from a business point of view. But at the same time, if the 29th overall pick is completely balling out, let's just give the man the credit he deserves, okay? Now, something I want to say is, I am a basketball enthusiast, so I did know who Malachi Flynn was before he entered the NBA. So everything I'm about to say is not just based on yesterday's game, okay? I watched him play at SDSU, and I watched his first NBA game a couple nights ago against the Hornets as well. So in his first NBA game, he put up 9 points and 4 assists in 20 minutes. Once again, for the 29th overall pick to do that in his first game and then come out the second game and ball out once again, come on, like, where's the media coverage? Why is nobody talking about this dude? And then from watching him play in college, there are a couple things that I noticed that I'm also seeing him now doing in the NBA. Number 1, the dude is a tremendous passer. You don't get 4 assists in your first NBA game and 3 assists in your second NBA game if you don't know how to pass the ball. Second of all, this guy is a two-way player. He's not going to take any plays off on offense or on defense. Do not give him too much room when you're guarding him, because as you saw from last night, this dude will shoot the lights out. And don't play him too closely because he has a tight handle and he can get to the rim. And if for some reason he decides he's not going to finish at the rim, we already talked about how he is a very good passer, so he's able to attack you from different ways. By the way, if you guys are enjoying this breakdown, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps out the channel tremendously. So overall, I know we don't have the biggest sample size yet. I'm only going off 2 NBA preseason games and what I watched from him in college. But for him to have been the 29th overall pick, these Toronto Raptors, they really know how to draft. Now, if you guys want to see a video on how I think the Raptors are going to do this season, I can definitely go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and let me know down below. I don't want to do that in this video because this video is only about Malachi Flynn. I wanted to give him the coverage that he deserves. But overall, I think Toronto is going to be a very good team once again this year. Their season ended in 7 games in round 2. So it's not like the Raptors were a bad team before, but they definitely learned from the mistakes they made last season, and because of that, I think they're going to be an even better team this season. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I have 2 more finals for college this week, but after that, I promise we're going really hard on NBA content. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of that. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I am out of here.